place and the things, the stuff. We're doing it. It's got the music. It's got the music playing. Oh, it all crashed 2 seconds ago. We were here. Where were you for the great Streamlabs crash of 2020? Probably. Oh, hold up. Yeah. You think you know? Okay. Oh. All right. How's this sound? Does it sound good? Do we sound okay? Do we sound like we're here for the thing? The thing and the stuff and everything going on? I think it's all right. I got the chat popped up here. Over here. That goes over here. We're moving it all. You know what? You're right. It is Candle in the Wind. How do you come in here guessing that right away? That's insane. No video? We have video, right? It's Candle in the Wind. That's crazy. Let's just write it in. Wow. 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 Great shirt, right? Great shirt. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's insane. That's insane. Look at that. I don't know what we're going to do today. I planned on that taking up a lot of the time today. I thought we would have a lot of time to solve the puzzle today. Hope everyone had a good Easter. I guess, yeah. You're killing it. Killing it. Yeah, I had this all framed out and then it crashed and it made my camera all huge again. I mean, what's up? Who knows? Who knows? So once again, we're having a little bit of issue getting a hold of some of our guests for the day. We'll see how it works out. We at least got a couple coming in. Show's okay? Look at that. I covered up the window, so it's less like this. And more lit. I think we're doing it. I think we're all doing it. How's everyone's Easter? Everyone's Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Saturday. Good? Hope it was good. Oh, here's what we got on the show today. Although I forgot to make their Where Are They, so we don't do that. Then we got the second half of the show. Big day today. Big day today. Look at those success bars. Can you believe that? I made that thing. It's not good writing. I'm trying to get... Yeah, if you want to subscribe to the show. Although it looks like everyone kind of is. So what are we going to do? Or follow the show? I just want to get those bars filled up. That's fun. You get a little bar filled up. And then the bar's full. This thing won't go away. See it? It's still there. Yeah, I guess everyone's due subscribe soon if you're new. I gotta make the 2-month thing. You get new months and new things like that. But yeah. Here we go. Hey! Thank you. Look at that. Thank you very much. What's up, Evan? Just lurking. Just lurking in there. Thank you very much. I put toothpaste on it? Yeah, I know. It's on its way out. That's the thing. You should have seen it last week. It was a real situation. Alright, we can stop the music. It's a real situation, but now it's so funny. I wish there was a way I could tell YouTube. We put all these episodes up on YouTube and wherever afterwards. I wish I could tell YouTube that it's okay if I play the music. But they keep muting all of the music and the audio the entire time. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at that. Look at that. The little numbers getting closer. 13 more. 13 more. And then we got to the number 150. I probably will write him a letter. Here we go. Guess what I got? So we'll see how that plays today for the monologue. But the first thing we have, as always, is oh, thanks. We did get the laugh track for the monologue. We got the laugh track for the monologue. God, this shirt is so fucking soft. You gotta watch Faded Comedy. I think they're on Twitch. I think they're doing the shows on Twitch every Friday. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon to those of you who aren't in the Pacific time zone. Just what a good shirt. What a good shirt. So we're kicking off all these shows. This is an early show. I guess I've done no intro. This is an early show. I do want to tell you guys, if you're around on Friday, and maybe people can give me advice on this. If you're around on Friday, I'm going to be reading the entire script of The Godfather all the way through, playing every character, and including the stage directions. It is, how long do we think this script is? I really have no idea. Couldn't get horse going. I'm just not good enough. I'm just not good enough with Zoom to get it going. I'm not good enough with having a bunch of people. The script is 130 some pages, so I'm going to be reading the entire Godfather script, every character, and it will be live scored by Tommy McNamara, who's been on the show. And I'm trying to get a nice dramatic intro video from someone as well, and that'll be in here, and we'll be doing that on Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, I think. You can tell how 5 o'clock Pacific time. Godfather reading 5 o'clock Pacific time on that day. Here's what it looks like. You can come check this thing out. So I'll be doing this. I don't. It's gonna crash again. I can already feel it. But this will be going on Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific. I think I'll probably do it here on Twitch. I like doing it on here. I was thinking honestly about doing it everywhere else at the same time instead, and seeing if I could get different viewers or more viewers or something like that. I'm not sure what works best. I don't know if there's just too many places to put stuff, and none of them like when you put the stuff the other way. And so we'll have Tommy live scoring a 3-hour show where I'm reading. I've never seen The Godfather, and I'm going to read every part, every single one, the entire time. And we'll see what's going on. It's going to be wild. Look at my dad in the little Easter basket. That's nice. That's nice. But I think what we need to do now, our first thing, is a monologue. We need to do a monologue. This is the monologue for no one. This is the, I don't remember the exact name of it. This is the monologue as though everything is normal monologue jokes. We're just doing some regular monologue jokes as though nothing's happening. No happy music. I got to figure that out. But as long as you guys are ready, thank you for following the show, Kevin in Louisville. I want introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from, Kevin in Louisville? Obviously, you guys know the voices. I'm gonna have a hard time coming up with. I don't know how many different characters there are. 100 characters in The Godfather. I don't know how many there are. But I'm gonna have a hard time. We gotta do the monologue. We gotta do the monologue first, then we can talk about The Godfather. Then we can get Gilbert in here. We'll see if Amy still joins us. And we'll get going. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I know Captain Touchback. You here to check out Austin? We got Austin coming up too. Hell yeah. Here we go. This is a monologue for no one, and just doing a monologue as though it's a normal show. It's just so loud. This is a monologue as though there's a normal monologue. Hang on. Here we go. This is the monologue as though it's a normal monologue, jokes, and nothing is going on all the time. And so here's just some normal monologue jokes. Let me pull them up. Here we go. Let me know if I should do the laugh track or not. If enough people say laugh in the chat, I'll trigger the laugh track. Here we go. Monologue as though nothing's going on. Here's some normal monologue jokes. Number 1. AMC Theaters. Did you guys hear this in the news? AMC Theaters is reportedly in talks with bankruptcy lawyers. No report yet on what they're talking about. I don't know, maybe movies? Okay, there's number 1. There's number 1. Next joke. Monologue jokes as though nothing is happening, everything is normal. Thank you for following the show live from the shed. I hope you're the Shed Aquarium. That'd be cool if the aquarium followed us. All right, here we go. Normal monologue jokes as though nothing bad is happening, and we're just doing normal monologue jokes. Here we are. Scientists are studying to see if the planet Uranus was smacked so hard it spun sideways in a study whose wording will land middle schoolers in detention for the foreseeable future. There we go. There's number 2. All right. Monologue jokes as though nothing bad is happening. Normal monologue joke. Number 3. MySpace has come out defending their privacy policy. MySpace, do you guys hear this? Has come out defending their privacy policy, saying that unlike Facebook, their users' privacy and data are of the utmost importance to them as a company. In a statement released, MySpace ensured the world that both of our active users' information is secure. Folks, they're small. They're small. All right, here we go. Laugh, 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 laugh. Next up, next up. This one has a visual. This one has a visual. Let me get that up there. Get it ready. In Kenya, a zebra mated with a donkey, creating what is being referred to as a zonkey. Scientists still seem uninterested in my mating combo, the fox and duck. Okay, we'll get that out of there. We'll get that out of there. Can you believe I photoshopped that for this? There is not a groan track because it's not relevant to this. All right. Here we go. Now the ones I wasn't as confident in, so I put them at the end. A story surfaced of a penguin who swims 5,000 miles every year to reunite with the man who saved his life. So anyways, call your parents more often. All right, next one. Leonardo DiCaprio. You guys hear this? Leonardo DiCaprio and Donald Trump are set to meet and discuss climate change in a sentence that 10 years ago would have gotten you laughed out of the room. This feels like I'm living in a dream, within a dream, within a dream, with... Oh, never mind. This one, nope. All right. Last one, last one, last one. Nope. Chernobyl, this is true, this is a headline, it's a real headline. Chernobyl wildfires reigniting could stir up radiation and cause a massive spread of toxic fumes across Europe. A headline that almost completed my disaster bingo card. All right, that's it. That's our monologue. Wow, everyone's going crazy. Everyone's going so crazy. Thank you guys very much. That was the monologue, as though everything is normal and nothing is going on wrong. Normal monologue jokes right there. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break and we're going to get our first guest in here. So we will be right back.
Saturday cartoon. I wanna be the jam.
Hey. Hey. Sorry.
All right, everybody, our first guest today on an early show with Kyle Ayers. Please give it up for Gilbert Lawand, everybody. Please clap for Gilbert. He can hear you clapping.
I can hear him not clapping.
He can.
I carry this with me too, Kyle, like you. You know, all the world's a stage. You know, Fat G said.
The Fat G. Truly crazy that he had to go down right before this. Otherwise, it would have worked out really well for him.
He's creating right now. He's somewhere creating.
I would love a video of a. Here's what we need to make. This is called the Fat Jewish Masterclass in how to create content, and then it's a video of him just screenshotting something and then it's over immediately.
Yeah. Or he's looking down at his phone. He's like, so anyway, and he starts reading other people's stuff as they're reading.
He's just downloading a different masterclass.
Yeah. Anyway, Fire Festival's in the news. Right, yes.
You guys hear about this? You guys hear about Fire Festival?
Yes, we have a new black president, which is kind of cool. Wait, that's it.
I think we can get Gilbert's volume up a little bit. There we go. This should be louder now. I did it. Just because I turned the volume down, all of a sudden it made the volume quieter. If you can imagine that. Gilbert, how are you? Tell everyone where you're at and how you're holding up. The second I turned him up, he got froze. Did you freeze, Gilbert?
It's freezing up or something.
Yeah, I think we're freezing up a little bit, but you're back. You're back now. What's going on? So how you holding up?
Oh, not much, but I'm good. I'm doing. I'm killing it. No, I'm slowly descending into madness like everybody else. That's why I carry this with me. I'm like riffing to no one.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
If you want to give yourself any applause at any point, you go ahead and do it. That, you know what I mean. It's okay with me. And you can't hear it, but I have a laugh track for you too. So I have a laugh track for you too. We can trigger them all at the exact same time, and it'll be like, it'll be like we're killing at shows when we would normally have also a laugh track and a tiny applause speaker.
Like, did he get any applause breaks? It sounded like he got 3 of them at the same time.
He got 3. He got applause break.mp3. He got applause break.mkv. He got all the big applause breaks. He got.
I think one of the ones was a standing ovation. I think one of them.
It was a standing ovation.gif. He got all of them. Now, unfortunately, a standing ovation is bad, everyone, because then you just stand up.
Yeah.
What have you done? You done any Zoom shows? How's your comedy life going right now?
I actually did my first one Saturday. I was like kind of not really. I was not. I was very, very unsure about those. And it was so fun. It was great. It was like it was Saturday night. It was a really fun group.
Yeah.
Clayton English, me, Exon.
I feel like this thing is going to happen where we're all going to start enjoying these Zoom shows. Did you watch Parks and Recreation?
Yeah.
So there's a scene in Parks and Recreation where Chris Traeger says he can make a veggie burger that is better than any other burger that Ron Swanson has ever made. And I feel like Zoom shows are going to be the veggie burger, where Chris Traeger put all this effort into it. He made this thing. It was so good. Everyone ate it, and they all convinced themselves they loved it. All the judges, they took a bite of the veggie burger, and they were like, "This is so good. This is amazing." And then Ron Swanson is going to be the live shows. He just gave them a plain burger patty with nothing on it, and they ate that. And it was better than the veggie burger by a mile. They were like, "Oh, this is way better than that trash. That stuff's trash." That's what's happening with these Zoom shows. We're all convincing ourselves this is fun and we love this. But then it will be this first taste of the actual thing. We'll be like, "Oh, that stuff was the worst we'd ever had in our lives."
Oh my God, we're gonna like climax on stage and we're like, "Oh my God, I forgot about this."
Yeah.
And I mean, it was fun though. It was like I was slowly getting like depressed or kind of going crazy a little bit, and it really like helped. I don't know. I was basically like riffing with our friends, and it was a good show. And I was like, "Oh man, I forgot that I kind of needed that."
Yeah, it is such a different thing to you. If you don't acknowledge what you're doing on a live stream, that's weird. But if you sit and just riff the entire time, that's also very weird.
You have to like do bits, but you can't just riff.
Yeah.
Like if you and I were just talking, we're like, "Hey, everybody, tune in for Kyle and Gilbert just to talk shit with each other and catch up." That's not gonna be.
If you like, if you like riffing podcasts, but wish that both of them couldn't talk at the same time without it cutting out the entire audio, you're gonna love this.
Tune into Gilbert's new podcast called "How'd You Get Into Comedy?" where I'm gonna ask the comics, wait for it, how they got into comedy.
Gilbert, I have an idea for what we can do for a podcast and all of this, and everyone in the chat can let me know if it's a dumb waste of time. And that doesn't mean I won't do it. It just means they'll be letting me know that it's a dumb waste of time. Here's the idea. I will pre-record my half of the podcast, and I will send it to you, and then you will get to riff throughout it.
Yes! That sounds amazing, actually.
We'll call it Two Sides to Any. I don't know. We'll come up with a name, but I'll just sort of riff on some news stories, and I'll pause more often than I normally would, and I'll send you the completed video, and then you just fill in the blanks.
That sounds like an amazing idea, and I would have said that either way because I learned a few years ago that your ideas are already great. Like when we lived in New York, you would tell me an idea. I'm like, that sounds stupid. Oh, that's going to be on Comedy Central next week. Okay, cool. Like,
Oh, but
like,
the good part is Kyle's not hosting and someone else is doing it, but it's his idea.
no, but I learned I'm not the biggest like visionary.
I
I was
would-
thinking like
yeah.
the first iPhone my brother had like he got it like immediately. He was using the GPS, and I swear I said these words. I go, who's gonna want all their like music and all this stuff on their phone?
Yeah, it was so crazy.
That's
I remember
what I said.
if you like watch the iPod launch, it's so weird. Where like all the reviews come out and they're like, no one wants all their music. Who has 400 songs?
Yeah. I know. I don't need everything on my phone. Now I'm like, you can't be away from me
Now I'm so far past that where I'm like, I
more
can't.
than 5
Yeah.
seconds.
I'm so far past that.
And
Now
I'll
I'm
get
like,
a reminder time after, like, their screen time was down.
yeah, it's like we're so far past it that now I can't live with only the music on my phone. Like I need access to the giant universal database that pays artists nothing.
Yeah. I'm like, I need to be streaming Netflix and also going through Instagram at the same time. I don't want to take anything in, really, is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, I think we'll be
How
okay.
have you been?
I've been okay. I had this zit, so I've been dealing with that, but it's on its way out.
Can we pretend like I'm touching? I mean, I need contact.
One of my favorite things to come from all this is comedians figuring out the technology of the internet. That could have been I should have just had a show where I wish I could have comedians film themselves try and figure out how to stream something.
I mean, I've been doing that for an hour here. I'm not that dumb, but I'm pretty dumb. And I was like, I haven't used Twitch, but I'll ask, when you're afraid to ask that really dumb question, you're like, I wonder if that's going to sound dumb. And then it sounds really dumb. Like that's what I'm always afraid of. I'm like, Twitch. Now that's like an app.
It's like some, Twitch. Like, that's like some sort of hat.
Yeah. How do you upload something to YouTube? I mean, I just learned recently.
I've been doing one of my favorite pastimes, which is rewatching sporting events and convincing myself they didn't already happen. That's been a fun one.
Yeah. But they get just as mad when it does happen. You're like, fuck, every time.
Even like sometimes it'll be like the 2013 Masters, and I'll be watching it like, I don't remember what happened, and then it ends, and I'm like, turns out I did remember. I didn't care. But at least
fake gamble on it. You're like, come over, you're gonna win a few. There
are a couple soccer leagues still going on. I think a lot of people are gambling on these few small country soccer leagues that are playing in front of no audience all around the world.
I bet they're huge gambling then. If that's like the only thing available to gamble on, probably.
I wish they were still doing horse racing, but they just let all the horses out and made them figure out the race. Sort of like when you see non-racing animal, where people like let turtles race and the turtles walk all. I wish like one person picked up all the horses and then just went and let them out in the track, and they was just first one to make its way around the track through its natural progression.
Yeah. And whoever like led the best life and had reared the most offsprings, and like nature.
Yeah. Nature, except we control every aspect of it.
Or just film them every year. Like, how animals once a year, they're like, you know what? I'm going to headbutt you for like a week, and then one of us is going to have sex.
I'm really surprised that they haven't just hooked up live stream cameras. Or like gave us access. They're clearly filming Planet Earth 3 somewhere, right? With all these tiny cameras and trees. I'm surprised they haven't just given us access, and they're just like, which of these snakes you think will live longer? And now people can start like gambling on this stuff.
Yeah, which one's going to be more jaw-dropping? Okay, good.
Snake has new jaw-dropping event with his mouth. You'll never guess what happens next.
I'm like, just let David Attenborough say it, and it's fine.
I'm hoping that websites keep up their clickbait when they have to go back and start re-showing us stuff over and over again, and it'll just be like a Super Bowl 52 ending is crazy. You'll guess what happens next.
It'll be like the Black Sox. They did it. They You're like, wow, this is a really quick one.
Old player walks out of corn. You'll guess what happens next.
It'll be like that scene Spaceballs where they finally catch up. They're like, and this season, oh wait, we're back here again.
I mean, ESPN is really struggling. They can't show new sports. There's no new OJ content to exploit into 17 hours of drama.
Yeah.
It's been really tough.
Is there
for
not
them.
one sport that's like a random sport they can just film that's like one person in somewhere? You know what they're doing? They're doing human hunting right now. The Illuminati has something going. They have closed circuit TV. They're like, you know what? The human hunting network is really taking off right now. You got to get on the dark web. You got to have some Bitcoin.
You're not allowed to get within 6 feet of them when you kill them, though. So it's just they kind of get close to each other, and then they're sort of figuring it out.
We want them to die quickly and drain the blood, but we don't. If they sneeze, everything's.
It's called A More Dangerous Game.
Yeah, it's called Alex Jones. Alex Jones's Steel Death Match.
I guess the crazy
Serengeti, but we're really in Austin.
The problem with so much of this now is all this stuff does happen, and it almost justifies Alex Jones's holing up type of situation. You know what I mean? You're justifying like 1% of conspiracy theorists' behavior, and so they're going to take that as like a 100% of I will end up being right on this stuff. So it's like, maybe. Oh, you should have stocked up on toilet paper. Well, guess what? That lizard over there is giving you the side eye, and you're like, okay, well, get back to the toilet paper thing.
It's like that dude. Who's the guy from the Middle Ages that made all those predictions? Nostradamus.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what Alex Jones is. He's like, I have this word salad technology where I literally say everything.
Yeah.
And it's crazy or not. And eventually I'm like, yep, we called it.
Right. It's like you hold up the dictionary as your answer, and you're like, no, you're not allowed to hold up all the words at once.
You're like, some combination is in here.
Right. It's
gonna be great when he's Secretary of Defense next year. That's gonna be great. I'm excited about that. Acting Secretary of Defense.
Except for every second weekend when he can't be.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Because his supplements haven't come in yet.
Can you imagine having kids and also telling people to take Alpha Brain?
Yeah, but you know what? He's laughing all the way. He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Can we please sell Beta Brain? I just so badly. It's just a little tiny water pill, and it's just Beta Brain. It's like, just kind of keep thinking how you're thinking. You're doing all right. All right, Gilbert.
And the commercials will be terrible. You're like, when I use Beta Brain. Yep.
No. I
When I use Beta Brain, What?
Do the Beta Brain commercial. We're not interrupting this.
The Beta Brain. It's like, when I use Beta Brain, I'm sometimes less forgetful, I think. And then they're like, we'll still buy it.
And then they reach for the bottle, and they're like, where did I put the...
You know what? I am so... What's the word? Stupid.
Their wife just yells it in from off screen. I'm watching right now. What is it called? McMillions. Have you seen this? McMillions.
I want to watch it. I've heard it's good.
It's pretty good. It is a lot. They are really stretching out one news article into 6 hours.
Oh my God, that's what they do now.
And I really like it. There is this couple in it who's because I remember reading the article last year, and it's incredible, and the whole scheme is just bananas. But they are like even more than Tiger King stretched out 3 interesting hours into 8. This is stretching out 2.5 interesting hours into 6. But they're like filling in all. There's this couple, and it's this one bald guy and his wife, and it's so bizarre. And they're like kind of endearing. The brother, the guy's brother was in the mob and involved in this giant scheme. And they're just like this weird, he looks like NoHo Hank because he's bald and he's white and he's like, but he's just a bald white guy. But the way he speaks is a lot like him, the guy from Barry, where he's just super positive about everything. Oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, my brother gave me a piece, could have won $1 million. That would have been it. We're living, right, hun? And she's like, yep. And it's just so bizarre.
Does it sound like it's planned dialogue almost, where they're like, that would have been fantastic?
They just sound like the two most earnest, endearing people I've ever met, who just happen to be 1 degree separated from like a millions of dollar fraudulent McDonald's game. And they're not even dumb. They're just so earnest. And the way that they care about stuff is they're just like, well, my brother would get mad. He'd get mad. That's him. And you're just, it's like so bizarre. But it's not like Tiger King, where you're just like, these people are kind of idiots playing up to their highest intelligence.
Like every one of you guys should die, and that should be like the next episode. But all of a sudden, you're like, there's no heroes in here. That's great. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Every single person they introduce, you're like, oh, you're worse than that. Okay, cool.
It's really, really wild. But it's been, the thing about all these long documentaries is I don't know how we ended up to where all of them think they need to be 8 hours long.
I know, and they, the way they do non-linear stuff. Like, remember the Jinx on HBO? That one. So, spoiler alert, whatever. But like the very end is he's like, still has the mic on, right? And he's using the bathroom. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have done it. I'm like, he did it. Like he actually admitted. Like, imagine my way of doing it would be like, here's what's happening. He admits it. And we're gonna go ahead and say that in the first episode, it's gonna be jam packed. They're like, no, let's wait till the end where he admits it.
Yeah, I wish that they would have been like, oh, we have evidence, we should give it to the cops. But instead, they were like, we have evidence, save it so our documentary blows up.
Yeah, well, is it very solid evidence? Well, he's talking to himself. A, B, what is he talking to himself about? Basically admitting it. It's
I don't know
confession.
if you knew this, but if you and someone else started watching the Jinx at the exact same time, if you started it at the exact same time, neither of you were allowed to talk until one bought the other one a Coca-Cola. That's a Jinx is what they call that.
Jinx, and then you have to buy me some Coke. I always thought it was some Coke, not a Coke.
It's definitely an important word in there.
Right. So I would just run around like looking at your lips going, oh, we're going to get a Jinx in a second.
I wish people, the thing about the delay with Twitch is people are just now booing the Jinx pun.
I'm glad I can see that.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. All right, Gilbert, we have a game on here called 50 rapid fire questions. Actually, it's called 10 rapid fire questions, then 10 more rapid fire questions up to 4 more times. So it's 50 rapid fire questions. But we're not going to answer all of them. How many do you want to tackle?
I want to tackle 51.
51 of them? All right, pick a range of numbers anywhere from 0 to 50. That is 51 of them. All right, pick a number 0 to 50. We'll start you there.
12.
12? All right, here we go. Gilbert, let's get some music. We'll put a little bit of... that's not the right one. There we go. Little music.
Yeah.
No one wants to go in the 40s. Here we go. Gilbert, pick one. 2 guys, a girl, or a pizza place.
A girl.
Okay. Next one. What is your favorite chain restaurant?
Wendy's.
I love Wendy's.
What's
your go-to at Wendy's?
Oh, my go-to order is always the same one: double stack with cheese, junior bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a drink. Sometimes I'll go real fat and get just a single cheeseburger as well. That's 3 of them.
Okay. Well, do you dip fries in a Frosty?
I have, but I haven't felt good enough about myself that I can do that lately. Like that's like almost selling a script type of like.
That's like if someone actually replies to your email.
Yeah, that's like somebody getting back to me.
If anyone replies to a text, I'm having a good enough day to dip French fries in a Frosty.
Did they get back to you? No, but I had this read receipt, so they read it.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
What film bad guy do you align with the most?
What film bad guy? Oh, that's a good question. Probably. No, he's not a bad guy. What if I?
Probably.
I don't know.
Who was that guy getting drug around in Passion of the Christ?
Yeah. I would say in Shawshank Redemption, the main guy, the one who got out, he's the bad guy.
That murderer who escaped. I aligned with the murderer who escaped in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, no, who's a good one? Probably in Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix's character. Just because I'm into a lot of incest porn lately, so I was like, I get it, Commodus.
All right, next one. What is a road that pops into your head when you think about roads?
Road, Booger Bottom Avenue, which is a real street. I'm in quarantine in Warm Springs, Georgia, where I grew up, and the town next to mine is called Booger Bottom. So I guess that my answer is predicated on the fact that I'm here and I'm thinking about the road and the city being named Booger Bottom every second of the day.
All right, next up, what is a word that you love?
The word I love, Excitement. No. Hammer.
I don't know why it's so funny to me.
I don't know.
All right, next one. Do you? Oh wait, here we go. How many Bluetooth devices do you think you own? Did we lose you, or are you just thinking about Bluetooth?
Wait, I didn't hear that last part.
How many Bluetooth devices do you
I
think
heard
you
Bluetooth, but what else?
own? How many do you think you own?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm actually talking to someone else right now.
I'm actually, yeah. Okay, I just sold something. I have. I just sold a Bluetooth device. What are the chances? No, I have one Bluetooth, and it's my phone, and everything's on there. I'm not the guy who does that.
You got 5G on there?
Like, no, I got just 1G, and his name's Gilbert. High five me.
You know, yeah. I mean, I don't even want to mention it in jest because it's such an insane thing. Like,
the conspiracy theory.
Sometimes I feel like people, they just don't understand something, so they have to just throw it into some conspiracy that they can at least grasp. Did you lose me?
Yeah, say that. Something I heard grasp.
I was saying, like, people, sometimes people can't understand something, so then they just cling to a conspiracy theory instead of a thing they can understand. That thing.
Oh, totally, yeah. Like, we didn't land on the moon. The moon landed on us. That's a new thing I'm doing, where I'm combining things.
Right. Yeah, but how did Jupiter's moon 7 fall? That's what people need to know.
Yeah, it was controlled demolition, for sure. I mean, it wasn't even on fire. Right?
And then you just see how far they go along with you. There had to have been a second shooter. Yeah. There's no way only one guy shot Lincoln.
I mean, Lee Harvey, he could not have brought those buildings down by himself. Lee Harvey Oswald could not have brought down.
John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Never in the same room.
Never been in the same room twice. Just that one time.
Just that one time when they did what they did.
That's how good of an actor Philip Seymour Hoffman was.
Yeah, he travels through time. That's a character actor.
Here we go. Next question. What board game makes you the most competitive?
I don't Shoots. No, I don't even. Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit. All right. Next question. Do you drink enough water?
No.
All right. Next question. How many songs should an album have on it?
12.
Are there any companies whose ads or online presence you hate?
Yeah, I would say all of them, probably.
Yeah.
Anything just insurance, Geico, whatever.
Yeah. What YouTube video always makes you laugh?
Probably this, You're Set from Conan. I was supposed to say that, right? I would say Kyle Ayers. He had one of the best late night sets ever. Okay.
You know what was so wild to me about that is they watched that whole set, and then they thought, you know what we should put as the title? The spoiler. The punchline to the last joke. It is called like Kyle Ayers steals someone identity on Conan.
Oh no, it does say that. Yeah, but it was a great set.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, that's right.
All right, here we go. We got 2 questions left. Should people have to retake their driver's test at any point in their life after age 16?
Not for all things being equal, no.
Last question. Are there any conspiracy theories you do kind of believe a little bit?
Yeah, I believe that this coronavirus bioengineered weapon that we're currently. I'm like, you know which one I believe in? Whatever the newest one is.
I try and keep up with this. I got the newest iPhone, the newest conspiracy. Oh no, I have the newest iPhone.
I mean, I guess the one I most I believe in is probably. I mean, I wouldn't say 9/11 inside job, but part of it.
Here's how far I've gone on that.
Tower 7.
Here's how far I go on that. Because I think that maybe I believe that there are so many of them that we won't believe any of them. Maybe I believe that. But the government for sure knew something was going to happen, and they just kind of didn't act on it as much. I don't think that George Bush knows how to fly a plane.
Well, not the one version that we had, but also the Pentagon. I mean, the Pentagon is very, very mysterious. It's a circle, and there's no. Can't even stop to not talk about this.
I mean, you're cutting out, but I definitely heard that you called it a circle. I love the theory that the Pentagon has 6 sides instead.
Yeah.
Like, have you looked
You know what,
close?
the
Have you looked close?
If you look close, it's actually an octagon, and people do MMA in there. You just invisible people. You can't do it. You can't see 'em. I,
Okay, Gilbert. We got a game now that you're gonna play here. It looks like we may be missing Amy today, unfortunately, but we got a game here. I don't hold anyone. I have no qualms against anyone who misses this. It's hard to be keeping. Someone
I'll be
just said
honest.
they learned.
I told her not to come because I really needed more time. I told her.
I have no qualms if someone misses this because who can keep track of anything at all right now? So I'm like happy if you remember, but if you don't, I'm like, well, that's whatever.
Oh, I can keep up with. I'm the opposite. I'm like, there's one thing in my calendar, and it's about to end after the show.
We play a game here on the show. It's actually a game from the podcast. Never seen it. It is called Build the Perfect Movie.
Okay.
Build a perfect movie.
And so how it works is you are going to be building the perfect movie. You're going to be trying to build the perfect movie. You're going to be going against the entire chat, and it looks like we got a decent amount of people here in the chat right now. We got 45 people hanging out that you're going to go against. So this game, how this works is I'll give you a category. You have to pick 2 movies from that category whose Rotten Tomatoes scores combined add up to as close to 100 as possible without going over. Does that make sense?
Ideally, they're both 50s.
Both 50s, 70-30, low, high. I will tell you a frequent strategy is go low, then go high. Someone just said technically...
Okay.
Someone said technically the Pentagon has 666 sides, and that's really funny.
I think I know that guy.
This is how far behind we are. Someone else just said, oh, Gilbert's here. So... oh, hey, Austin just followed us. That's nice. All right, so I'll give you a category. You're going to be going against the chat. All right, my chat moderators, can we run the polls, you think? You think we're good on running the polls? I got people who run the chat. Can you believe it? That's what we're doing?
Yes. Nice.
So you can make polls. We got this. All right, Gilbert, you're going to be trying to build the perfect horror movie. The perfect horror movie. Chat, I remember movies you've used, so you can't do it more than once. So, Gilbert, think a little bit on what horror movie you want to use.
Okay.
And, yeah, like I said, low, high is one that people use a lot.
Yeah. So 2 of them?
So no Leprechaun movies, chat. You've used them all. All right, I see Sleepaway Camp and Jason X in the chat here. All right, Gilbert, you thinking you got a first movie by any chance?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project.
I know. Yeah. It's gonna be high.
It's gonna be high. It's gonna be high. That's all right. Then you're gonna have to go real low. Chat, let's get a poll up here. I think I see Jason X and Sleepaway Camp as your 2 here who've got more than 1. So let's throw those in and let's do it. I've seen Jason X and Sleepaway Camp a couple times. Some seconds and thirds on Sleepaway Camp. All right, it looks like Sleepaway Camp's what you're going with. They're going all across Sleepaway Camp. Let me look this up. Oh, nope, the poll's up. Vote, chat, vote. Sleepaway Camp and Jason X. You vote on the top of the chat. You get to choose which one you want to pick. Gilbert, I'll tell you now so you can start thinking.
Okay.
Blair Witch Project is an 87%.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go high, but I was trying to think of a very terrible movie. I was doing the opposite.
So you want to go low now. 13 or lower is what you're looking for?
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, I guess Porky's is not a horror movie technically.
No, not with that. You'd have to put a W in the front.
Okay. The Blob.
But you got time. You got time.
Oh,
You
do I
got,
have time?
you got plenty of time to try and think about the worst horror movie you can think of.
Okay.
I mean, you got to go bad. Everyone hated it.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like chat, you're going to be going with Sleepaway Camp as your first movie. Sleepaway Camp. So let me tell you, chat, Sleepaway Camp movie, does it even have enough reviews? 1983, Sleepaway Camp is an 82%. 82%. So chat, you're at an 82. So you need an 18. They thought it was gonna be low, and they're all like, "Fuck!" They were like trying to pick the worst one they could think of, and it's so good. It's an 82%. All right, chat. So Gilbert, you're gonna be looking for a 13. Chat, you're gonna be looking. Look at that. Look at this. I'm pulling it up. 82% right there. Chat's going Jason X. It looks like Colt of Chucky. Gilbert, you're looking for a 13. Any ideas for the lowest?
Yeah. Into the Body Snatch. No, it's a good movie. I'm not good at this.
It's hard.
Can I Google it? Oh wait, it is hard.
No, you can't. Can I look it up?
Can I look up so I know it's right?
All right, I got Cube. Chat, you got to get this poll up here soon. Jason X, Taristas. I'm not sure what y'all got. Poll is up, chat. Poll is up. Go vote. You got Colt of Chucky, Jason X, Eight-Legged Freaks, and Cube. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Gilbert, I'll tell you the other ones the chat has thrown up. They got Ghost Ship. They got Troll 2. They have Hypercube, Eight-Legged Freaks, Cult of Chucky. Just to get your head moving. Just to get your head moving.
Okay. There's an Ernest movie, isn't there? Is there an Ernest movie that is a horror movie? Ernest. I mean, technically.
We'll see. Deadly Ernest. No, that's not Ernest. This Ernest. There is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, is that horror? That's not. That's probably funny. God damn, I'm really. This is the worst genre for me too. I hate horror.
We got to. All right, Chad is gonna go. Where'd that poll go, Chad? I just lost it. What won? I missed it. Damn it! I missed it. What won? Eight-Legged Freaks. Chad is going with Eight-Legged Freaks.
With
Who wasn't? Was that?
The Blob? Huh? What'd you say?
Who was in Eight-Legged Freaks?
Godzilla versus one of the Godzilla movies. I mean, is that fair to say?
I would say you're gonna have a hard time with any of them.
Oh, really? Sleepaway Camp. That's something.
Yeah, no, it wasn't my fault. It was my fault that I'm telling the chat. And it was my fault the poll went away. I accidentally closed out of the chat. My bad. That's my bad. All right. Well, I'll tell you this, Gilbert. I'll give you the chat's final score so you can see what you want to do here.
Okay.
Sleepaway Camp is an 82%. Eight-Legged Freaks is a 48%. So they're way over. They're way over. So Gilbert, if you can get under a 13 here, you're gonna win this one. It's hard.
It is hard because, and especially this genre, I literally didn't know the least about horror. What is that one? Prom school.
You guys are asking about Cube. I'll let you use Ernest Scared Stupid. You're right, Gilbert. You get to use Ernest Scared Stupid. Cube is a 63% as well. You guys were talking about doing that. Cube is 63. That is crazy. Gilbert, you're at an 87%. Ernest Scared Stupid, 17%. Just over.
Wait, I didn't hear.
17%. 17%.
I didn't hear that.
All right, here we go. We're going to do a next category. Gilbert, what's your favorite genre of movie? Jason X is a 20. Horror is tough. What's your favorite genre movie, Gilbert? What do we like? Action? Do we like... We're saving sports because we're doing that in a little bit.
Yeah, I would say. I would say probably action, drama. I mean, really, I was gonna say, make me sound like a pompous idiot, but like I really just watch documentaries.
Documentaries
I
hard though
like
because
that.
they're all 100. That's the thing about documentaries. They're all
Yeah,
like
yeah,
eight.
yeah.
They're like, look at this.
Well,
They got
not-
all this information. All right, we're gonna go action movie. Perfect action movie. Perfect action movie. All right. So chat, throw out your perfect action movie here. Gilbert, think about where you want your first one to be.
Okay. Yeah. Not there. Face off.
All right, chat. I see Speed 2. A lot of Speed 2.
That's low. They're trying to go low with that.
I'm not sure. That's just what their first pick is. The Rock. I see The Rock. We're trying to get 2 here. 2 here to add up to under 100. I need to build the perfect movie graphic is what I need. You know what?
Con Air.
You want to go Con Air?
Yeah.
I could probably move this over here. It would look a lot better. I'm like,
Yeah. I think I have a strategy.
all right, Con Air. Gilbert's going with Con Air. Chat, let's get a poll up here. We got Murder Ball. We got a Roller Ball. All right, Speed 2. Let's get a poll. Chat, your poll is up. You got Roller Ball, The Rock, Running Man, and Speed 2. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Con Air is your first one, Gilbert. I'll give you your answer now so you can choose. You are at 55%.
Yes.
So you're looking for a 45.
Yeah. Okay.
Face Off. Look, I know you put Face Off in there.
That's what I was gonna say.
It is like a million. I think Face Off's like a 98.
Really?
We've had it on here a
Probably
few
is.
times. I'm gonna pull up Face Off's thing. It's a 92
Oh wow.
because it comes up a lot. We've done because we do Nicolas Cage and we do action. Face Off is a 92, so I don't want. I'm just gonna throw that in because it's great. But it's like one of the first movies that was great, and then critics were also like, "We appreciate this for what it is."
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that.
Ugh.
Look at that. 82 Sleepaway Camp, 92. All right, chat. You went with Speed 2, Electric Speedaloo.
Okay.
Chat.
Oh, this is gonna get
So
too
Gilbert
high.
is a 55. Oh my God. Gilbert
What?
is a 55% with Con Air. Chat. Speed 2, 4. 4%.
4?
4.
Seriously.
So chat,
Wait,
you're looking
Speed
for
2
a
4?
yeah. You're not allowed to use Face Off, but you're looking for a 96. You were at 4.
Wow. I'm looking for...
Gilbert, you were looking for a 45. I see Mad Max Fury Road. I see Die Hard. The Matrix. The Rock. Speed 3. I don't know if Speed 3 is a 96. And 45's tough.
45 is. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be too high.
Shrek 2. Someone said Shrek 2.
Last. No, it's a good movie. Damn it. Last Boy Scouts. I like that movie though. That's probably too high.
All right, we got to chat. Your poll is up. You got Die Hard, Mad Max, Endgame, Matrix, and Fast and the Furious as your 5 options. Go vote. All right, Gilbert, 45. That's tough. That's the hardest one to find maybe in action because usually it's like a 10
Or
or an
high or low.
85.
How about the? I mean, is it wrong to like? I know the name of the movie, sort of. It's that Nick Cage
No,
movie.
yeah,
where
I
he's-
can walk you. You can describe it
yeah.
and I find the movie.
You know the movie where they're like, it's the government. He's searching Nicolas Cage. The
I have his Rotten Tomatoes bookmark just so you know because he comes up so often.
oh really?
When did it come out?
Probably 10 years ago, or no, probably more, 15 years ago. It's Secrets of something like.
You talking about Snake Eyes?
No, it's got a longer title. It's like
All right, chat's going with Mad Max Fury Road. I think you might be talking about Snake Eyes. Because I can't find that other one. National Treasure, Book of Secrets. I'm just looking for long titled Nick Cage movies. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
Which one? All right, Gilbert. I can't find any long ones here.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Under Siege. That's probably too high.
It's so high. I haven't looked it up yet, but it's probably so. I haven't looked it up yet. I just think it's probably so high. All right, you want to go with Under Siege?
Hold on one second. Let me try to think.
All right. I love Gone in 60 Seconds as well. I'll pull up all the Matrixes. I think National Treasure 2 is worth watching. It's good. If you like National Treasure,
that's the one I was trying to.
Do you want to do National Treasure 2?
Who's in that?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of.
Book of Secrets?
Yeah. No. Yeah. National. Yeah.
Okay. Book of Secrets.
But see, I'm always like, that movie's terrible, and then especially in action, they're like, some people love.
Okay, so Gilbert, you're gonna go Con Air and National Treasure, Book of Secrets. Chat, you're gonna go Speed 2 and Mad Max Fury Road. Here we go. Con Air, 55%. National Treasure, Book of Secrets, 36%. Gilbert, that's a 91. That's a 91. That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Okay. That's close.
Chat.
All right.
Speed 2, 4. Mad Max Fury Road, 97%. You're over.
Oh, by one?
By 1%.
That desert scene was just one too good.
That is so crazy.
It is crazy.
How many movies are a 97?
When you need a 96.
It's when you got a 97, but you need a 96. Isn't it ironic?
That's got to be one of the biggest disparities you could choose, though. 4 and
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a gap
separate.
that big. It's so hard to get a 4, which is so crazy. We got more coming up. We're gonna take a break, and and then we got a video. Gilbert, you're more than welcome to come back and play the game with us a little bit later if you're hanging out on Skype still.
Yeah.
We got some sports games that we're gonna play with our friend Austin Huff, and then we'll be playing a little bit more Build the Perfect Sports Movie at the end, where you have to get 110% because that's what your coach wants. So we're going to be working on that a little bit later. Everyone, please say thank you and goodbye to Gilbert.
Thank you.
You don't have to say thank you, Gilbert. You did all the work.
Thank you, Gilbert. I was talking to myself. I was like, thank you, Gilbert, for putting it in once again.
And then we'll be right back, everybody. We got a video coming up, and then we've got Austin Huff. We will be right back in a minute. Thanks, everybody.
I wanna be your rock, your Saturday cartoon. I wanna be the jam, your peanut butter too. I wanna be the skin of your favorite tattoo, just to be the man I never was to you. Some days you'll feel great, some days you'll feel so low. Don't let your sorrows drown into tomorrows, and take it as it goes. I wanna be the vase of your favorite bouquet. I wanna be the pill that gets you through your day. And when you're feeling blue, I'll try to color in you, just to be the man feel great. But some days you'll feel so low. Don't let your sorrows drown into tomorrows, and take it as it goes. Take it as it goes. What you got?
What is up? We are back. We are back at the thing. How about Gilbert? I love Gilbert. The best. The best. The best. What is everyone talking about? What did I miss? What did I miss? All right, look at this. We're close. I'm trying to get to 420 followers. If you haven't followed the show, you can do that for free. It's right above. You just hit a little heart. I'm also trying to get to, what does the number say? 150 subscribers. That'd be super cool. That's also right above. You can, if you have Amazon, you can subscribe for free. So you just go right above you and you link your Amazon account with Twitch and you can do it for free. My favorite, I still have my wisdom teeth. I have my wisdom teeth in still. They're in there. But I've had so much like mouth and skull surgery that I would say, what is my favorite food with it? It is, well, it's all terrible. It all hurts. Oatmeal has been all right. I've been liking oatmeal. So, yeah. There we go. Everyone's having, yeah. I've been liking oatmeal, so that's nice. Oh, thank you so much for gifting those out. I appreciate it. Awesome. So nice. Getting close. We're at 140. We only have 10 to go with 2 days left. I appreciate it a lot, though. The nerve deadening is not going great. It is hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not as much, but working on it. And maybe it's better. I don't know. I'm not sure, but thank you very much. Thanks for gifting those out there. Now we're at, look at that, exactly 400 followers, exactly 140. Just trying to get 20 and 10, and I feel great. Thank you very much. And thanks for watching the show. So we have now a new segment on the show. I wanted to call it Quarantine Masterclass, but that is already a thing. So I'm not going to do that. I believe that is a thing. I think SNL did it 2 days ago. So we changed the name today. The name is now called An Early Show Helps You Learn a Little Bit. And so I asked Danny Palumbo, very funny comedian and a great cook, if he wanted to give an instructional video on how to cook something. And so he did. He actually cooked for us. Let me pull up the name of it. I don't want to mess it up. But he's going to give us a little cooking tutorial. The Learnly Show. That's fun. Cacio e pepe. I think I might have said that right. I'm not sure. But using shitty ingredients. So he gave us a tutorial on how to build cacio e pepe with crappy ingredients that you might have just lying around. He's gonna, he's gonna up your game. If you're just cooking all this stuff at home the same every day, he's gonna up your game a little bit. And so here we are. Here's the tutorial from Danny. And let me see if we can do this all properly. Let's get this tutorial going. There's Danny's information right there. I appreciate you guys watching the show. Let me make sure you can hear this. Let me know you can hear this okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Danny Palumbo.
How's this sound?
I've been cooking a ton since this whole thing began. One, yeah, I'm okay at it. And two, well, it's the only thing that will keep the demons at bay. So, today I'm going to be making a cacio e pepe. What the fuck is that? I'll show you. It's these ingredients right here. That is a half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano, 3 tablespoons of butter cut into cubes. That is a tablespoon of freshly ground black pepper. And the fourth ingredient is pasta water. What you do is you take the water that you boiled the pasta in from the pot and a couple ladles of that into the pan. Helps substantiate the sauce. The starchiness of the pasta water really brings it together. I don't know the exact science of it, but it fucking works. Also, I am such a fucking genius. What I decided to do is save the pasta water from yesterday, right here. This stuff is gonna get reused, go into a small pot, gonna salt it again, and it's gonna be a doubly starchy pasta water. Thought that was a pretty genius idea, looked it up. Yeah, people have been doing it all the time, and I came to it very late, but I'm gonna try it today. I know this isn't the most authentic Parmesan cheese in the world, it's Boar's Head. It came from Ralph's. That's the grocery store that's closest to me. I don't have any pecorino. I don't have anything imported. Most Italians will, get right up your ass if you're not using the best of every ingredient. But, I want to call bullshit on that. Italians are tyrannical. They are food Nazis. And I don't think we should be listening to them anymore. And the pasta I'm using today, oh boy, the worst thing you can think of. Regular old fart in your mouth, we hate gay people, Barilla. Their old CEO said something like they don't think gay marriage is moral. But that was so many years ago. And there is so much chaos and uncertainty in the world right now. I don't have time to make ethical choices with my brands. Okay, get off my fucking ass. I'm gonna use Barilla. The biggest crime is that it tastes like shit. Nah, the anti-gay stuff was pretty bad. But, that CEO is gone. I didn't have to mention any of this. This is the twice used pasta water. I just threw some salt in. Look how starchy that shit is, dude. Pasta in. Can't believe I got it all to fit in there, but I did. Okay, over here. A couple tablespoons of butter. Pepper in.
Where did Danny go? Hold on. We're getting back into it. Oh no. We're getting Danny back. All right. I got to get him back in. I don't know what happened, but I'm here again.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
There's Danny again. I'm sure it's in the middle.
I've been cooking a ton since this whole thing began.
From everybody. Here's what I need from everybody. I don't know how that happened. How far into Danny's video were we? Does anyone have a time? Does anyone have a time? Does anyone have a time? Does anyone know how far in? Like 40 seconds in, he just threw the pasta in. I do not know how that happened. And then I was like, that looks like my face. All right, we'll get him back in here from the pasta throw. Pasta water, talking about stuff. Give me a second. All right, we're going from the pasta throw. Everyone hold on. We're getting him back in. I don't know what happened. I just all of a sudden saw my face there. What a time to be alive. Give me a second. We're going to the learn. Don't worry. Don't worry. I cannot believe it. I was doing so good. Like we had like no issues this time. Aside from all the problems, there hadn't been any issues. I felt so good about it. It's hard to cue stuff in this. It's not one to cue. Okay, we'll figure it out. He had a jump cut. I got it. It's still better than the last. I know everyone starts making fun of my tech. I get self-conscious about it. All right. I don't know where it went. It's not showing any of it in here anymore. What could have possibly happened? What could have possibly happened? Let me see if I can just drag it in. It won't play if I just drag it in. How's this working? What's going on? Where did the video go? It's not showing up at all anymore. Good. That'll be a good clip. Yeah, I'll definitely use that one. Come on, Kyle. What happened to Danny's video? Danny Palumbo learn. Let's see if we can get this thing in here. It doesn't want to let me use it. I don't know how to use the video now. What did I do? Did I break it? Did I break it? Did I break the whole thing? I think I broke the whole thing. Am I... Okay, Let me think. I'm going to minimize you for now, Austin. How do we get this thing going? Everything else is there. Media source. Feels like it should work. I'm trying to do the screen share thing and see if we can get in there. I want to watch the rest of it. It was good. That's the thing. I want to watch the rest of it. Because it was pretty good. All right, let me see if I can just play it and screen share it. Felt so good about it. It felt so good. Window capture. All right, we're making progress. We're making progress. We got it here. I have the video. It's up. It's underneath the thing. It's underneath it when I play it. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. We're back in business here. It won't be as good, but we're back in business. Look at this.
Hey, what's
there
up,
we
everybody?
are.
My name is Dan. Can't believe. I've been cooking a ton since this whole...
A lot of stuff playing. It's kind of going crazy. I feel like this is about to crash on me again. It feels close to crashing. My app is screwing up. God darn it. All right. I was having such a good run. We're having such a good run. We're having such a good run. Where are we going? Learn vertical. Close you, close you, close you. All right. Let's see if it works. I'm having a panic attack while this is happening. This is not good for me. Let's see if this works here. If I transition this, there it is. I think maybe we should be able to hear. Austin, you want to mute your mic right now?
Can't believe I got it all to fit in there, but I did. Okay, over here. A couple tablespoons of butter.
It feels back. It feels like it's working again, right?
Pepper in. Okay, pasta's been cooking for probably about 4 minutes now. Still pretty al dente. Look at this fucking water, dude. We're gonna take two big spoonfuls right now. Incorporate it into our butter and black pepper. And just let it simmer. You can already see it's changing color. And swirl, baby, swirl. Okay, this pasta is pretty al dente. I mean, you wouldn't be able to eat it just like this. You see how it's still kind of firm. But we're gonna go ahead and add it to the pan now and let it finish cooking with the butter and the pepper and the pasta water. And then all of those flavors are gonna infuse the pasta, and it's really gonna swell with all the flavors. It's gonna have a really, really nice texture. I'm gonna keep adding water, just a little more. This is good. So we're gonna add that last tablespoon of butter and the cheese. And we're gonna stir. We're gonna stir. We're gonna stir. And you can already kind of see what this is gonna look like. Very important part. It's just the motion. I can't use both hands right now because I'm showing you, but normally I'd be shaking the pan this way and then stirring this way. And this is done. This is done. I hit it with some more black pepper at the end. If you want to get fucking nuts, throw an egg yolk on there, or raw egg yolk. I mean, let's just listen to it. Looks good. It's so starchy because I reused the pasta water. I'm never gonna make cacio e pepe again without twice used pasta water. It's that fucking good. And, you know, did I have the most authentic ingredients? Fuck no. You know, even if there wasn't a pandemic, I probably wouldn't have these things anyways, because I'm fucking poor. you make do with what you have. You know, if I had great pecorino,
Hey, what's up,
I probably wouldn't
everybody?
even use butter in this. Maybe a tablespoon instead of 3. A lot of recipes call for a whole cup of cheese. I think that's fucking insane, you know? Italians, if you got a fucking problem with how I made this, you know where to find me. I live in Los Angeles, California. This shit was good. I don't care what you say. You know, stop being dicks about everything. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Follow me if you want, I don't know, more tirades. Oh, sorry.
There we go. That's Danny Palumbo, everybody. Here we go. Dropping that link to the video right there in the thing. I know I was muted. I muted for 1 second and everyone's jumping on me. Let me get rid of that. I think we got that there. What a video. I said put a little thing together and there he is. That's a lot of thing. That's a lot of little thing. That's a lot of I'm not sure the best way to word that. But that was the thing going on right there. We got a guest coming in here. One of my oldest friends. Oldest, what's the one where it's nicer? Where it means I've known him longer but doesn't reference age. One of my furthest going back friends that there is in the world, the founder and runner of corkedbats.com, a satirical sports website that gives you sports and funny stuff. Well, so frequently now because we're all here. And you can check that out at corkedbats.com. That's Corkbats with a K. The K is instead of the B in bats. It's CORKEDKATS.com. It's Corkbats with a K. Please give it up for Austin Huff, everybody. Austin Huff is here. Hey, buddy. Look, you're on. You're on.
Hey, Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Hey, Mom. If you're, I'm sure my mom's a huge Twitch streamer, so I'm sure she's watching.
Yeah. I was always talking to your mom, and she'd always be like, "Are you following Ninja? Are you into Dr. Lupo?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You know all of them. I'm
Right.
here for all of them."
We'd be home for the holidays, and we'd be like, "Mom, can we get are you gonna make us dinner?" And she's like, "Yeah, not until I'm done with this COD mission." And I'm like, "All right, that's all right."
First,
Fine.
you know, she calls it
wait.
cod. Mom, what's for
Yeah.
dinner? Fish again? Cod again?
What's for dinner? Cod.
Oh, that's so dumb. And then she's turning up the bass in her headphones.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're living out here, Austin. So how you been holding up? What's going on? What's your quarantine day-to-day looking like?
So hang on, I'm thinking of another fish pun.
Well, the thing is, you can jam on these fish puns all day. They just keep going. You noodle, you jam on them. There's a lot of ways you can go with fish puns.
Right, like Mike Trout. Kyle, my day-to-days, it's not entirely too different. I'm just like, I didn't think I could be at home more than I already was, but apparently I am.
Yeah.
So that's essentially life right now, right?
So if people get a background, Austin and I went to college together, University of Missouri. We did improv together. Shout out improv.
Shout out improv.
I just came up with that off the top of my head. Shout out improv.
That was good. That was good.
Give
you
me
must have learned that at Mizzou.
Give me a one word. Give me any word I can use to outshout something. Oh, shout out improv.
Will Smith. Oh, yeah.
We and then Austin started a comedy sports website. We're in college. I wrote for it for a while, and it's led to Austin having a career in comedy and sports and comedy.
Yeah, it's my two favorite things.
Yeah. And I gave and now, Austin, you've lived all over.
Yes.
Well, you've lived a few
All
places
over. Well,
and a lot of things that were
Yeah,
underneath the two places if you fly between them.
Right, exactly. Like if you the travel, the distance traveled, there were a lot of places in between there, but I've only lived in 3 places.
Yeah. all over.
Nashville, Southern California, where you are now. In fact, I moved away from Southern California like shortly after you moved to Southern California, which
Right.
was not ideal.
It
for our
wasn't, and I wish
friendship.
you hadn't sent out those mailers to tell everyone else to do the same. But, you know, sometimes you have to. So, huge sports
Yeah,
guy.
I was like, well, you know, Southern California is already overpopulated. So once
Right.
Kyle got here, we should all leave.
Right, there goes one room in a 3-bedroom apartment in Echo Park. Gone the second I walk in. So Austin, big sports guy. I wanted to talk with you, and we talked a little bit about it yesterday. We tried some sports segments. We weren't that great at them. We're talking through who would win NBA games every day. Let's talk to you
The
about
Pacers. Just not stop.
Let's talk with you to rank every pro sports contingency plan, because every professional sports league has handled this a little bit differently. And
very differently.
Very differently. So how many different ones do you want to bring up here? Where do you want to start our rankings out of?
Are we going from like worst to best?
We'll go from worst handling of the pandemic to best handling and contingency plan around the pandemic. And I'll give you my feedback on your list.
I'll say worst starting out right off the bat is golf.
Yeah.
This past Sunday should have been Masters week. Golf going from legitimately just like went the most golf way of like the most golf contingency plan you can think of, which is all to say they just pushed it back like 6 months. They're basically like, all right, the same schedule, but just in November now.
I thought you meant that you were going to be like, they did the most golf contingency plan, which was they blamed underpaid minorities.
Golf was like, we're just going to just do something safe and predictable and really boring.
Golf
and
saw this coming and they just pulled out of their garage in Jupiter, Florida, and they crashed their car into a tree and their wife started hitting their car with a driver. Golf just does what golf does.
Oh man, but soon golf will be back and everyone will tweet about it.
Oh boy, I can't wait until all of our dads can fall asleep again.
Right. I can't wait for me to fall asleep again, you know? Although I will say quarantine life has proven that maybe I don't need golf to fall asleep on the couch on Sundays.
Right.
No, so that one's kind of just, it's just, if golf was literally any other sport, they'd be like, maybe we should do putting competitions or like try doing.
Right. Even basketball players were doing putting competitions now.
Right. The NBA is like, putting competitions. Maybe we should televise that. No, so golf is by far the worst one. The second worst one, I guess, fifth place, because I'll rank 6 overall.
Okay.
The fifth place is the NFL. And the NFL is essentially just saying, hey, we're going to do the draft, but we're going to do it on a giant Zoom call.
Yeah.
Which, like there's going to be a team that's going to completely screw that up. And when I say a team, I basically just mean the Cleveland Browns.
Can you imagine
they're going to completely screw it up.
The video of Andy Reid accidentally just going to the bathroom and forgetting to turn his off while he carries it in there?
And it would be Andy Reid of all people too.
Or he would know it was on and just take it in there and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
I think the last thing the NFL needed to do was give the Patriots more ability to control and manipulate technology to their advantage.
Yeah, the last thing the Patriots needed is another video camera, you know?
They're going to be like, "Oh, no, don't worry, Bill Belichick set up the Zoom meeting. It's very secure. Don't Google Zoom."
Right. What am I on? I'm on 4th place.
Also, can I say this? The NFL kind of treated the coronavirus pandemic like it was domestic violence, and they just sort of ignored it and moved on like business as usual, and figured we would all forget about it by the time their season came around.
Yeah, the NFL lucked out on this so much, as if like. You know how like every other sport is basically just playing catch up to the NFL in terms of viewership and fans.
Yeah.
This pandemic literally started after the Super Bowl and will probably, hopefully, be done by the time football season starts. Whereas it screws up literally every other sports league, like every other sports like season is screwed up, and the NFL is just skating by as always.
The NFL ended the second weekend in February, and then 2 weeks later the World stopped, and then it looks like the World will pick up about the time the extra preseason game they just canceled would have ended.
Right.
As a Chiefs fan, I feel like it works out for me because the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Then they keep their whole team together, and then they're going to start a season with less practice, and that benefits teams who've been together. All the other
Oh,
good
yeah.
teams are moving a lot of parts around. Heck, the Texans are like, we should probably get rid of every good player and then pick up all the ones who are being paid too much. That's great. And then the Patriots move their best player to a different team, and now they're going to have to deal with a new quarterback. And other than the Chiefs are going to be intact.
Are you talking about Tampa Bay?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Tampa Brady.
I love how Tom Brady's already like figuring out the merch. Of
I think
where,
that eventually LeBron James is going to sue Tom Brady for biting his entire off the field and off the court existence.
Yeah.
Where he's like, Tom Brady's becoming a completely cornball Florida version where he's like, oh, I got it. Remember when LeBron tried to trademark Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, right. Because that was original. He came up with that.
There's nothing more Los Angeles than moving to LA from somewhere else and claiming you invented Mexican food.
Tom, I love how like Tom Brady has been away from the Patriots for maybe like 3 weeks, and he's already been on Howard Stern. He's selling merch and like trademarking his own like merch. Mike Evans, he had try hummus for the first time ever.
I saw Mike Evans was like, yo, hummus is good.
I'm just like, this is wow. Like Tom Brady, and he wouldn't have been doing any of this had he have said, "Hey, I'm coming back to the Patriots."
No,
had
he would have been buying coats.
Had he said forever a Patriot and actually meant he was forever a Patriot, he wouldn't be doing all of this. But instead, he just forever a Patriot, and then he's like, "Oh, but also I'm
yeah."
Going to the
no one noticed when he said forever a Patriot. It was a lowercase p. He just meant the general idea of liking America.
Did anyone else forget that the Bucs were an NFL team until Tom Brady signed there?
I mean, I truly think that they're trying to. They still the most known sports team in that city.
That's actually pretty true. That
I almost respect Tom Brady just becoming 40 and moving to Florida to live like an old man. You do what you got to do.
Yeah. I was talking to a buddy today who we were talking about Tropicana Field for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, does Tropicana Field have a parking lot? And if so, why?
I wish it said Tropicana Field, some pulp.
No, it would be little to no pulp, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Little to no pulp.
Their chances of winning could literally be referred to as Pulp Fiction. So dumb.
Oh gosh, Kyle Ayers, I freaking love you.
So dumb.
My fourth sport in my ranking of sports contingency plans.
Okay.
Major League Baseball. Speaking of Major League Baseball, because they've got not only do they have this contingency plan to do it all in Arizona, which if you're gonna play baseball in a stadium with no fans, Arizona seems like a pretty good fit. Second only to Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
They're implementing all of these different things, which I'm just going to run through here. They're going to implement an electronic strike zone, which to me kind of feels like Rob Manfred saying, oh, hey, all of this new stuff we want to try out, this is the perfect season to do it. So we're going to try and slip as many things under the radar of like new things we want to implement right now during this wasted, weird season that we're going to try and implement.
Yeah.
No mound visits from the catcher or pitching coach. Completely fine with that. 7-inning double headers with that to try and fit in an 162 game season. That's basically just high school baseball. And so for that, I think each team should have to bench a certain player per game. And make them take SAT prep courses.
Right. I should think that they have to have the players sell those crunch and caramel candy bars door to door to try and raise money to go on the next trip.
To get the uniform.
I'm surprised baseball's contingency plan isn't just thank God our season didn't start because of the cheating thing.
Right. Have Mike Trout and like Justin Upton out in front of a Walmart being like, "Hey, we want new uniforms."
Could you imagine if they'd started the season with no audience or no crowd, and so then we're all just having to send in videos of us booing for when they play the Astros, and they have to just pump the audio like an Atlanta Falcons game?
Yes, set up like little iPads in each seat of us of us just giving crowd reactions.
We have a Zoom meeting coming in of me. There's Kyle hitting a trash can in his garage.
Right, right, right. The regular use of on-field microphones by players, which that I feel like we've seen that in spring training and we've seen it in all-star games. That should just be done regardless of coronavirus season or not. And then this is one that I really enjoy. Players sitting in empty stands 6 feet apart. So instead of the dugout, they'll be sitting in the stands 6 feet apart.
So does that mean there's no catcher? Like who?
That's good.
Because the catcher can't be close to the hitter.
That's a good question because there's no they're going electronic strike zone to prevent umpires having to stand close.
Well, here's the thing. It sounds like we'd be going summer league softball catcher, where you just put your worst player at catcher, and then if anything's actually
he's just standing
happening
there with the glove.
Yeah, and then everyone
he's
just goes behind
there
him
to pick up the ball and throw it back. Yeah,
that is true. That's funny. Kevin said the catcher's wearing a mask. But you still got to keep your 6 feet. I don't know. I think baseball's whole thing is, what if we flood the market with information so people stop talking about how we didn't punish a team for cheating in the World Series?
Yeah, I think under this new plan too, they actually are going to gift the Houston Astros another World Series title. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're being completely unfair to they're almost going the reverse.
They're taking the one from the Nationals and giving it to them because DC is having worse social distancing. Yeah, it's all wild.
Rob Manfred basically just saying
baseball just makes me mad thinking about it. This is pretty far in the year for the Royals to be in first place, and I love that. But move on to the next
undefeated. One. Yeah. NHL is basically just saying they want to move things to North Dakota, which I'm completely fine with. This is my number 3 on my rankings. Like, you think of the best things from North Dakota: Fargo, both the movie and the city. Carson Wentz, the mom from Bobby's World, who I think, because just based off of how she sounds, that sounds like a North Dakotan accent. And now potentially the 2019-2020 NHL season. Now, I live currently in St. Louis, so there's a lot of Blues fans that are upset that, you know, they could have, like, they were really good this year and this season could be thrown away. Yeah. As a Preds fan, I'm like kind of indifferent because the Preds were literally like 1 point out of the playoffs when the season ended. So I'm like, do we need NHL? Like, I don't know. Right. Especially if they go straight to the playoffs, I don't want it. If they finish the regular season, I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot. Yeah. Number 2 on my list, NBA. NBA is doing a good job. This is one of my favorite ones. And well, first, like, you heard all this talk about the NBA wanting to play the rest of their season in a bubble, which I was really excited for until I found out it wasn't an actual bubble. Like, I was thinking it was going to be like, you know, like Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, right. Like, I was like really excited about this idea of the NBA playing in a bubble. Yeah. But it turns out it's just the term bubble, and they would basically play it in Arizona like baseball would. But Jason Williams threw out a great idea that I loved, and so this is why they get my number 2 list. He threw out the idea of playing on cruise ships. You have 2 cruise ships, one for the Eastern Conference, one for the Western Conference, and they just live on there. And they get tested for coronavirus before they get on the boat, and then they're just on the boat. And I don't know about you, but if you think about like the idea of basketball playing, I mean, we already played college basketball on an
aircraft carrier. Yeah.
On an aircraft carrier. So why not the NBA on like a Carnival or a Princess or whatever yeah,
but could you imagine they're playing this game and then they run out of food and then all these players are stuck out at sea on these Carnival cruise lines?
See, to me, that's part of half the fun, you know, like what happens if they get stranded at sea, you know, then we get to, like, it's almost like a reality show. We get to watch, like, I would love to see Kawhi Leonard poop in a bucket. Like, maybe that's just me, but I think I
think we know it would be Paul George just based on who's living up to their contract, but I hear what you're saying. Paul George would be like, I really want to go on this cruise. I want to live in this cruise forever. And then the next day he'd be like, I need you to put me on a helicopter to a different cruise today, or I will tank your entire cruise.
He's like, move me to another cruise, preferably not a cruise ship with Roy Hibbert.
Kawhi Leonard would spend the cruise inside trying to get on his Wi-Fi pass. Like, you know what I mean? They'd be like, you want to go outside in the cruise? And he's like, this is a nice table. So if you need me, I'll be at the table.
And plus, like, you know how like there's like if you play at crappy courts like me, you always have to worry about dribbling a basketball on dead spots on the court. Imagine dribbling on a court that's like tilting back and forth. Like, I think that also to me is part of the fun. You know, like Michael Jordan, sure, he has 6 rings, but how many did he win on a cruise ship? This is one way for LeBron to really get ultimate
also,
bragging
I would
rights
love in the middle of a game to be avoiding shuffleboard discs. Like, they don't have enough space for the 2 courts, and so then it's just one just sliding, or large checkers, like someone's trying to set a large checkers thing down.
And that so that to me is like one of the things that I think would play well into this is the teams have to, like, it's not their own separate cruise, they're just joining an already in progress cruise, and they have to get one geriatric onto their roster. Like, each team has to have like one Leonard, like actual Leonard, on to their team, or like I don't know, Gene. You have to get like a guy named Gene onto the team, and he's got to hoop it up with you guys, and he has to start too. The old people have to start.
All right, who's number one? Who's number one?
Number one, without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Not even close.
UFC. Because
UFC might be the only sport who would be better off because of their contingency plan.
You're probably right. Yeah, it should be. They should do this sport in secluded areas to begin with.
So
but
explain to people what it is in case they don't know what UFC wants to do.
UFC is mixed martial arts fighting. It's like it's the people that fight in the octagon cages. I'm not a huge UFC fan, but I do, like, I'll watch, but I would especially watch if they did this contingency plan, and I'll basically sum it down into 2 words: Fight Island. Dana White, the president of UFC, has offered to purchase this island in who knows where. Nobody knows where this island is, but he's going to purchase this island and have all the fighters fly to this island to fight each other during this world of quarantine that we're living in.
Yeah.
And to me, this is like such a Bond villain move,
right?
You know, or like like Dr. Evil, like Dana White kind of looks like Dr. Evil, so that kind of maybe makes more sense.
Yeah.
But he actually did buy an island in one of the Austin Powers movies. That would be Dana White here.
Well, the good thing is I know an island I know an island that just became available for sale that actually had another guy who liked to work with people younger than him on his island, and it has a home on the island, and something happened to him to free up the space for his island. And are there trapdoors and hidden rooms in that island? Probably. Are all the beds too small because they're twin beds? Yes, but that's the only thing that you would have to change. So I think Dana could find an island pretty cheap.
Are you talking about my boy Billy Mack and founder of Magnesium?
You know that's what I'm talking about.
Or Magnesium? Magnuses? What was the name of that? Anyway, he had that credit card. And I love just the name. It's simple and to the point. Right. Fight Island.
Fight Island. That should be the name of UFC. It should just be called Fight Island.
Fight Island. Yes, I would watch it every single week.
Yeah, I think they've been covering it pretty good.
That to me, but instead, Disney kind of put a squash on all of their plans, and like he had the island purchased and was ready to. It was supposed to happen this past weekend, and ESPN is like one of their partners. And so Disney kind of stepped in and said, "No, we're not doing this." And it's like, son of a bitch. So right. I too was hustled, scammed, bamboozled, and
that was
led astray.
What a good idea that would be. I mean, I would honestly be into that. Could you imagine the ratings if they were fighting on, especially if they did it up to look like
Gilligan's Island was on for like 15 years. Yeah. So right. Like. And UFC would definitely get a second season.
And that was basically just called Argument Island. All right, Austin, we got some games we got to play with you here real quick. I agree.
hell
UFC is doing a good job. This game is called. So we play a game in the show called Kyle San Diego. Where in the world is Kyle? Where did Kyle put me in front of? What am I doing? How did I get here? That sort of thing. All right. So how it works is you're going to be, normally I'll put someone in front of something, a famous location like the Eiffel Tower or the M&M store in Times Square, any of the big spots around the world, and they have to try and find out where they are. And you have 2 minutes to ask yes or no questions to find out where you are. Does that make sense? Except Austin, you are going to be in front of historic sports moments. So you are in front of historic sports moments, and I'll put you in front of them. They can happen at any time because they're historic, and you have to guess where you're at. Okay? So you have 2 minutes to ask yes or no questions to find out where you're at. Let me pull up the first one here. Everyone else, you don't have the stream pulled up, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, go ahead and minimize it if you do.
I don't. I'm looking at you via Skype.
So we're at our first historic sports moment, and it's right now. It's playing on the stream. So 2 minutes, yes or no questions, whenever you want to go.
Okay, so is it like? Can I just say like, is it football?
You say you're like, pretend you're there. So second person, am I at this? Is this happening?
Oh, am I at a football game?
You are at a football game.
Am I at a professional football game?
You are at a professional football game.
Am I at a professional football game in the 90s?
You're at a professional football game not in the 90s.
Well, there goes Super Bowl 29. Am I at a am I professional football game? Are a team? Am I at a New York Jets game?
You are not at a New York Jets game.
Damn, there goes the platform. Am I at jeez. Am I at a newer stadium?
Yes, I would say probably. I'm not sure.
Am I at a Super Bowl?
You are not at a Super Bowl.
Am I? Oh, man. Am I in front of a famous play?
Yes, you are. You're at a famous play has happening.
Is it one that I love? Am I at a famous play that I love?
I think you're at a famous play that you were probably happy about.
Am I at a Tennessee Titans game?
You are at a Tennessee Titans game.
Am I at the Music City Miracle?
Austin, you are at the Music City Miracle.
Yes. Gosh. I love that my favorite team's best play came 20 years ago.
It was not in the 90s. It was January 8th, 2000. All right, Austin.
I was there.
You were actually there?
I was actually at that.
Maybe this is from, if this is from your point of view, can you let me know? Was it very pixelated and in 360p back then?
Yes.
All right, Austin, we have
That was me.
We have two more for you, all right?
Okay.
Next one, let me figure out how to end this one. There we go. All right, Austin, you're at a famous sports moment whenever you're ready.
Oh man. Am I at a basketball game?
You are at a basketball game.
Wow. Am I at one of my favorite teams? Games?
I don't think you're at one of your favorite teams' games.
Well, there goes the Pacers Lakers NBA Finals. People forget that the Pacers were in the NBA
You were
Finals.
so close. You were so close to being in the Pacers Pistons brawl. We were so close.
Yeah, I was. Am I at a game since 2000?
No.
Oh. So am I at a game in the 90s?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah. Am I at a game with Dennis Rodman involved?
No.
Damn it.
That's why you're. Imagine if it was Guess Who and you answered that, you would only knock down one guy.
Am I? Yeah. Am I at a? Oh gosh. Am I at an NBA Finals game?
You are not.
Damn it. Am I at an NBA All-Star game?
No.
Am I at an so that includes dunk contest, I assume?
Yes.
Jeez. Am I at a oh gosh. Is it just it's just a regular season game?
No.
Am I at a playoff game?
No. You're not in an NBA playoff game.
Oh, am I at a college basketball game?
You're at a college basketball game.
Am I at a March Madness game?
You are at a March Madness game.
Oh, damn it. Am I at the Tyus Edney game?
You are not.
Okay. Phew, good. Am I at a Mizzou game?
You are not. It is a March Madness game. We would not have had many to choose from.
Am I at am I at Christian Laettner?
You are not at Christian Laettner's shot.
Damn it. Am I at a Duke game?
Who? No.
The fact that you had to look that up.
No. Yeah.
I feel like you should give me.
No, you're not at a Duke game.
Am I at a UNC game?
UNC was playing.
Am I? So yes.
Yeah.
Am I?
But that's not why
at
people remember it.
Oh, damn it, Kyle. Am I at not Kansas?
Not Kansas. I wouldn't even put that up here as a joke.
Thank you. I'm so glad. I love you for that. Are there famous
So
NBA
famous.
Players
Yes.
in this game?
Yes.
Am I at a Michael Jordan game?
No, 90s.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. That's why. Am I at a Vince Carter game?
Nope.
Am I?
All right.
Am I at a Kentucky game?
You're not a Kentucky game. Your 2 minutes is up. Okay.
Damn it. This was hard.
This is a hard one. You're at the most infamous thing to happen in March Madness in the 90s, I would say.
And it's not the Laettner shot?
It's not the Laettner shot. You're out of time. I would say your time is out. You're just out of time with this one.
Do I just never get the answer?
Yeah, your time's out. Time's out. Time's out. Time's out. Time's out. Time out on this one. Let's just call a timeout on this one real quick.
Oh, freaking Chris Webber. Damn it. Damn it. See. I wish I could have called. I like Chris Webber. I wish I could have called a timeout during that.
I know. All right, we got one more. One more, okay? You can tell we're getting a little more obscure. Right. We got one more here. We're at our last one. Like this is Austin trying to guess where he is. All right, whenever you're ready. Yes or no questions. You're at a famous moment in sports.
Okay. Am I at a baseball game?
You're not at a baseball game.
Am I at a football game?
You're not at a football game.
Am I at a hockey game?
No.
Am I at a game?
You're at a sporting event.
Am I at a oh, and am I at the Olympics?
No.
Am I at a what? Am I at a soccer game?
No.
Get that smug look off your face. Am I at a UFC? Am I at
no.
Am I at a boxing match?
Yeah.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Okay. Am I at Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson?
No.
Sonny Liston Ali?
No. You gotta think. What would I put up here?
I know that's what I'm trying. Freaking. Not. Why am I blanking on the name? It just the one from a couple years ago.
No.
Manny Pacquiao. Damn it.
The best clue I could give you is what boxing match moment would I put in this game?
I know that's what I'm trying to think. Like Bugs Bunny. Is Is it actual boxers?
Yes. Not briefs.
Is it celebrity boxers?
No.
It's not like Danny Bonaducci.
No.
Is it? Oh gosh. Is it a recent boxing match?
Not
Am
super
I at a
recent
recent boxing
No.
match?
All right, Austin,
Am I
your
at
2
a
minutes
boxing
is
match
up.
since 2000?
No.
Already?
Your 2 minutes up, Sarah. I can't hear
Chris
you.
Webber. Chris Webber.
Something's going on. I can't hear you as well. Is this my ear? Is this yours messed up? I can't hear you as well as I could before.
Oh, son of a bitch! Vander Holyfield.
You're at the Tyson
Gosh.
Holyfield ear match. I'll show you what you've been missing the whole time. Look at this. You can see the Tyson Holyfield ear.
Oh man, and you know what's funny? Oh, there we go. That's
Someone
Yeah.
goes, oof, that bites.
you know what's crazy? I remember where I was. Like I didn't watch that fight live, but I remember the next morning waking up to that news and
Yeah.
finding out that that Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear off, and then the next day, Dave Letterman got the guy who found Evander Holyfield's ear and got him on the show.
Yeah.
And he like the guy, which is to me one of the greatest sports interviews ever. Not Holyfield, not Tyson, but the guy who found Holyfield's ear on the mat after the fight,
It's
which
real
it was
crazy.
just lying there, and he picked it up and returned it to Evander Holyfield.
Oh, great. Oh, man. You're so close. On both of them, you're so close. You danced around them. You roped-a-doped them both. But immediately gets the one that's the Titans. Very Austin move there.
I did get the Titans one. I did.
All right, Austin. We're going to do one quick round of this game that we play on the show called Build the Perfect Movie.
Okay.
So you're going to be playing against the chat.
Build a perfect movie.
And how this
Okay.
works is you are trying to build a perfect movie. What that means is you're trying to take two movies whose Rotten Tomatoes score added together is as close to 110 without going over. This is this perfect sports category, so we're going to try and build 110% because Coach always wants 110%. Chat, you're not allowed to use the same one that you used before. I see they're literally just calling it, and then the ice skating comedy one. You're not allowed. No Miracle. Miracle is banned from this one, and so is the Will Ferrell ice skating movie. They're both banned from this one. We've done the sports one a few times, so chat, you have to use two movies that I haven't seen in the game at all. No, we used Miracle on this.
And just you're talking to the chat, right? Not some guy named Chad.
Yeah, no, William Shatner is what we call the group.
William Chad.
So Austin,
Chatatouille.
you go ahead and you think about your first sports movie you want to do, and then chat, you think
Okay.
about your first one. It has to be something. No, we didn't use Miracle in one, but we talked about it so much, and then I looked up and said the score. I remember that.
So I have to just choose a sports movie, and then I have to choose another one to pair with it
Two
to match
sports
100.
movies. Yes, exactly. Two sports movies whose total
Okay.
adds up to as close to 110% as possible without going over.
Okay, I got my first movie.
Okay, you've got your first chat. I think we got Hardball. Who's Your Caddy? I've never even heard of that. National Velvet, The Cutting Edge, Necessary Roughness. This is wild. Bad News Bears.
Wait,
Go to Japan.
Do I pick one? Do I pick one of those?
No, these are the chat's
do I pick?
options they're throwing out.
Oh, okay.
Necessary Roughness,
Okay.
I've seen a couple times. The Replacements.
Ooh.
Chat, your
Shane
poll is
Falco.
up. Chat, go vote on your poll. Bagger Vance, Gus, Cutting Edge, Hardball, and Necessary Roughness. All right, Austin, their poll is up, so you can give me your first one. You can use Caddyshack. We haven't used
Okay.
Caddyshack.
I'm gonna use. Can I use Sudden Death? It's Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's like action sports because it takes place at Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, you can use Sudden Death. That's a sports movie. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Good. Then Sudden Death is my number one.
All right, Sudden Death is your number one. Austin, I'll tell you now, Sudden Death is a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. Johnny
Sudden Death
Rowe
should
just
have
said
been
it's his
1 in
favorite
10.
movie.
Sudden Death should be 110 by itself. That's how good of a film it is. All right, so you said 51.
51%. So you're looking for a 49. Chat, you have a few. It looks like Gus is going to be your first one.
No. I'm looking for 59.
59. That's right. 59. Chat, your first movie is Gus. Does it even have a Rotten Tomatoes page?
Wait, Gus.
Chat.
I think I remember Gus.
Okay, I have to count it. This movie only has 4 reviews, and one of them is Roger Ebert.
Ebert, there isn't a movie that Ebert hasn't seen.
Chat.
And that's even including since he's died.
It has 4 reviews. It is at a 50%. So you're at a 50%. So you're looking for a 60. 60. I'm going to throw every review in here so you can see all of the reviews of Gus. One of them even says, quote, not available. That's how old it is. All right, 50 to 51. Austin, you're looking for a 59. Chat, you're looking for a 60.
Okay. Do I go? You can
just brainstorm and think about it. If you have one, you have one. Chat says rollerball.
All right,
Chat says Happy Gilmore.
I'm thinking, what's that? There's that one basketball movie where it was like based off of a true story. It was kind of like Basketballs. Remember the Titans? Victory Road or something. Yeah, yes, Coach Carter. That's what I was thinking of. No, Victory Road.
I'll look it up.
Is there a movie called Victory Road? I feel like that would be like
there's a game called Victory Road. Is that game the movie you're thinking of?
No, but the head coach of this basketball team was like a guy who's always he's like a side actor in literally every other movie. And this was like his one big break, but the movie wasn't that great.
Glory Road,
right? Is that the one where they played Kentucky? I think it was about integrating basketball.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Which is probably a good decision on their part.
Glory Road is your second movie. Sudden Death and Glory Road. All right, chat, we got our poll up. Chat's got their poll up. Happy Gilmore, Rollerball, Rookie of the Year, Draft Day, and Bring It On.
Is cheerleading a sport?
Here we go.
I only say that because my sister's a cheerleader. Or was. She's not still one.
All right. Austin, I'm going to tell you yours right now. Well, actually, I can't. I got to do the math. Chat's at 50 with Horse the movie.
Horse?
No. Is Die Hard a sports movie? All right. Draft Day is kind of running away with it for them. Wow.
I would love to see a remake of Draft Day, but with Zoom calls.
Space Jam, everyone's talking. There's a lot of good options in here. All right, Draft Day won it. Here we go. This is a very tense moment. This is the end of the episode. Sudden Death, Austin's first movie, Sudden Death. 51%. Glory, we're going for 110. Glory Road, 55%. That's 106. That's a good movie. That's a good, perfect sports movie. 106. It's gonna be hard to beat. 106. Damn. All right, let me look up. What's their second one? Draft Day. All right, Draft Day. First movie, Gus, the horse movie that we're all familiar with and talk about and think about. 50%. Draft Day, 59%. 59%.
Wait, did they beat me?
They beat you. That's 109%.
Son of a bitch, chat.
Oh man, big sports in the chat here. Can't believe it. What a win. What a win.
I got beat by Chat Williams.
He got beat by William Shatner. They're good. They're very good. Austin, thank you for being here and talking hypothetical sports world with us.
Kyle, thanks for having me, man. This was fun. I miss you a lot.
I miss you too. I'm sure we'll see each other in months. Chat, you miss 109% of the shots you do take. That's very good. That's a good redemption. All right, everyone say goodbye to Austin, and I hope he has a good life.
I love you guys. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay home. I want a football season.
I muted you already.
Damn it.
No, I didn't. They heard that. All right, bye, Austin.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Mom, for cussing.
All right, everybody. That's the end of the whole thing for us, too. We did it. We're at the thing. We did the show. We should do what? Stardew Farm Tour? Oh, yeah. I'm not on Stardew. Jillian's got the Stardew thing going on. So, you'd have to have her do a tour around it. We appreciate it. Thanks, Ed. I hope everyone is safe and healthy and nice. And we'll see you tomorrow. We got Steph Tolev tomorrow. And it's going to be fun. We'll get some Jackbox stuff and all that sort of stuff going on tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Remember, you can favorite the show and subscribe and all that sort of stuff up top. It'll be very fun. Thanks for being here. If you got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Doesn't do anything. Do it right above. I think it's over there. We're doing great. Bye, everybody. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Yeah, same time tomorrow. I just can't find my tile that ends the show, so that's why we're still here.